In the heart of the Sahara, far from any road, river, or city, a perfect circle lies carved into the earth. So massive, it can only be seen from the sky. A spiral 40 kilometers wide. Layered rings of stone, shaped in ways nature rarely chooses. A pattern that seems almost engineered. And as explorers compared its form to ancient writings, a question emerged. A question few dared to ask. Could this strange formation be the last trace of a legendary city written about 2,000 years ago? A place called Atlantis? Astronauts in the 1960s were among the first to notice it clearly from orbit. A giant eye staring back at them from the desert. They reported a circle so large and so symmetrical that it seemed impossible to ignore. The world soon called it the Eye of the Sahara. But nomadic tribes already knew it well. To them, the eye was ancient, older than stories, older than memory itself. Some believed it was the scar of a lost world. Others claimed it was once a sacred place, a place swallowed by time long before the desert arrived. Satellite images reveal the truth. The eye isn't just a circle. It is a series of rings laid out like gigantic steps. Each ring forms a perfect band. Each layer curves inward toward a central point, as though designed with purpose. But how did it form? And why does it resemble structures created by human hands? When geologists first studied it, they proposed simple answers: wind erosion, rock layers, natural collapse. Yet none of those explanations fully matched the precision of its geometry. Long before satellites, the philosopher Plato wrote of a city built in concentric circles, a central island, a ring of water, another ring of water, perfectly round, perfectly formed. For centuries, people believed this was just a myth, a symbol, a lesson wrapped in story. But when researchers compared Plato's description to the Eye of the Sahara, something unexpected happened. The shapes matched. The proportions matched. Even the surrounding geography matched more closely than nearly any other location on Earth. The biggest objection was simple. The Sahara is too dry, too empty, too lifeless for an ancient civilization to thrive. But new research shows the Sahara was once green. 6,000 years ago, rivers flowed across this land. Grasslands spread for miles. Lakes shimmered beneath a warm sun. This wasn't a desert. It was a cradle of life. And people lived here, farmers, travelers, hunters, long before the sands arrived. Around the eye, geologists found traces of ancient streams, channels carved into stone, shorelines etched into the earth, evidence that water once circled this region, just as Plato described in the story of Atlantis. Could the eye have once been surrounded by lakes? Could its rings have been shaped by water? If true, this region may have looked nothing like the barren desert we see today. Official science calls the eye a natural dome, a geological uplift eroded over millions of years. And yet, the symmetry remains difficult to explain. Why are the rings so clean? Why is the circle so perfect? Even the erosion patterns don't fully match expectations. Some layers appear far too evenly preserved. To some researchers, this suggests a deeper mystery, a combination of natural forces and something else. Archaeologists have discovered tools and artifacts around the eye. Stone blades, spear tips, remains of ancient camps. People lived here, worked here, moved through this region thousands of years ago. But did they build the rings? No evidence confirms it. Not yet. Still, the shape of the eye mirrors human design more than random geology. Plato said Atlantis lay beyond the Pillars of Hercules, an ancient name for the Strait of Gibraltar, south of mountains, north of open plains, near a great river. The Eye of the Sahara fits these clues better than nearly any other location proposed. Even the size matches Plato's account closely when converted into modern measurements. Coincidence? Maybe, or maybe not. If this was Atlantis, what destroyed it? Scientists point to climate collapse. The region dried rapidly. Rainfall vanished. The land cracked open. Others propose a catastrophic flood, a surge of water so powerful it reshaped entire landscapes. The Sahara holds evidence of ancient lakes bursting and rivers changing course in sudden violent shifts. A civilization here could have been wiped out in a single generation. Is the eye of the Sahara Atlantis? We cannot say. Is it a natural formation? Yes, but one filled with strange, unanswered details. Is it a place shaped by both nature and humans? Possibly. What we do know is that no site on Earth matches the story of Atlantis as closely as this one. And the deeper we look, the more the desert refuses to give a simple answer. The eye stands silent, ancient, watching over a desert that was once full of life. Maybe it was a city. Maybe it was a landmark. Maybe it was something we have no word for yet. But its mystery endures. Not because we know too little, but because what we do know is already extraordinary. And so we ask, what lies beneath the eye of the Sahara? A natural wonder? A forgotten civilization? Or the lost shadow of Atlantis? This is Mynthera, where hidden knowledge meets cinematic truth, and the Earth's oldest secrets are brought back into the light.